Hey guys, welcome back to M6 Trains. Matt here, back again with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the pretty brand new Lionel Moguls. This one, of course, is the famous Strasburg 89. So we're going to go in for a closer look, take a look at all the detailing, and run around for a little bit. Enjoy. Alrighty, so starting off here, kind of at a side angle here, you can see all the super nice detailing on the pilot area, the front end, and just running down the side. But first we're going to focus on the front of the engine, so let's take a look at that real quick. Alrighty, so starting up front, you can see at the bottom the plow or cow catcher looks great. There's some nice rivet detailing all along there, and the slots look really cool as well. And then moving up, you have a dummy coupler, which looks really nice as well. That goes to your coupler cut bar with some chain that link it together, which looks really nice. And then there's some more, rivet detailing molded in around that pilot or plow, which looks really good, as well as steps on either side. And then kind of moving up past the coupler cut bar, you have ladders on both sides, or ladders or steps, either way. And then moving toward the front of the boiler, you have the very bright headlight and the even very more brighter marker lights that Lionel's been using, which are a little bit too bright in my opinion, but they look good, I guess, to some people. But you can change them between green and white or off. And then underneath the headlight, you have the Strasburg 89 plaque, which looks really cool as well. And then above that all, you have the 89 member boards, which look really cool as well. Alrighty, going back to the side of the engine real quick one more time, you can see again all the nice piping detailing running down the side of the engine, as well as tanks, and up top across the boiler you have nice handrail detail as well, which looks really good. So there's a lot to see on this engine, even though it's really small, but there's plenty of separately applied detailing that Lionel packed on this thing. Alrighty, so now taking a look at the left side of the engine here, you can see that there is tons of, like I said, separately applied and molded in detailing running across the whole length of this thing, which looks really awesome. And there's pipes, there's tanks, there's knobs. There's a lot to see, like I said. But starting off at the bottom, I love those spoked kind of front truck area wheels. They look really good. Then you got polished rods with your 3 drive wheels, which look pretty cool. My favorite little thing is I love how Lionel added those 2 little red valve handles or knobs on the bottom of the cab, which look really cool. And just a really busy looking engine over here. Like I said, lots of detailing, which looks great. Alrighty, moving on to the left side, the right side of the engine. As you can see, the detailing continues running underneath the boiler and the walkways. There's tons of piping detail, which looks great. Not as busy as the left side, but still looks fantastic. You can see all the rivet detailing as well as the handrail detailing running the length of the boiler as well. And then you have on the cab nice painted red windows, which look great. Just like I said, very nice looking engine for its little size. There is tons of detail on this thing. Alrighty, moving on to the cab officially. You can see, like I said before, the very nice red painted windows, as well as the 89, which is very yellow. Leave it to Lionel to get their colors extra bright. And then I really like how they have the red little armrest there painted, which looks cool. And then you have the more maroonish, I think, is that the right word for it? Darker red roof, which looks really cool. But yeah, the cab area looks very nice. Alrighty, here is a shot of the back of the cab, which also looks very nice. I like how they painted the interior green. Looks really cool, and the contrast between the red and the green and the black looks really cool as well. There's some nice rivet detailing again, and some nice handrail detail as well. There is a light that turns off when the engine starts moving, and there is a nice, it's kind of a mediocre firebox, but it does glow red when the engine is on. Like I said, it's nothing fancy, but it is there, which is nice. I mean, it's an older tooling, so I guess that is what it is, but it still looks great, so I like it. Taking a look at the top of the engine, you can kind of see a top-down view of the headlight and marker lights and number board assembly. And then moving back, you have a pretty tall smokestack, if I do say so myself. It's long. Then you have some kind of more simple domes. Then you have your bell, and then you have your dynamo, and then you have your whistle. Now I will say this engine, even though it's legacy, does not have whistle steam. The engine's too small apparently that they could fit it in there, so there's no whistle steam on this engine, unfortunately. But I mean, it is pretty small, I guess, so I get it. And then as you can see, there's some more rivet detail on that red roof, as well as a molded in not door hatch, but roof hatch. But yeah, looks kind of simple, but still pretty nice. Alrighty, moving on to the tender area. The tender is very small. It's pretty funny actually, but there is some really nice rivet detail all around this thing. There's some nice step detailing. The trucks are pretty nice. The coal load is also very nice, and I love that Strasburg Railroad logo on the side. It's very crisp and very clean. It's very bright. It looks very well, or very good, excuse me. But yeah, nice tender. My only gripe is if you look closely at the tender, you can actually see where there's holes that say or chains or are supposed to go to. It's even cataloged like that, so I don't know why they couldn't have just included that. It's kind of cheesy. Um, it would have been nice if they just added some chains in there like MTH does on all their high-end steam engines. But yeah, it would have been nice, but they didn't include it. But it is what it is. And then taking a look at the back of the engine, you can see more nice detailing, such as ladders, grab irons, coupler cut bar, the rear reverse light, which looks cool. I like how it's elevated on that little platform. And then there is a water hatch as well, and then the readings for the water and coal uh, weight on the back as well. Alrighty guys, so that's going to wrap it up for the review portion of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little close-up of this little engine. It's a pretty nice engine. I like it a lot. I haven't been to Strasburg officially yet, but once I do see it, it'll make having this engine a little bit more special. I will say my two only complaints are the trucks on the tender not having chains on them, and then I will say I don't know if it was the cars I was using, but this engine did not seem to like to pull a lot, which it is small, so I understand. But it did struggle, like I said, to pull around six or seven MTH Rail King cars, which are not scale, as you'll see in the running session part of this video. I mean, maybe it was just the cars, having resistance on the wheels. I don't know, but it did not like to pull a lot of weight. But other than that, it's a fantastic engine. It looks great, sounds great, and it runs pretty darn good for the size. This is a newer tooling. As far as mechanically goes, at least, Lionel had to rework the mechanics of this engine due to the previous run kind of having some issues with the running experience of it. It didn't run as good, apparently, I guess. But other than that, though, it's a great little engine. I mean, it looks great, sounds great, runs great. And if you're a Strasburg fan, I mean, this is kind of a must-have engine for you. I have yet to be at the museum where I could see her, but one day, hopefully, I'll get to see her soon. But it's again, great engine. So now it's time to run it around and see how she does. This is going to be a kind of a shorter running session too, by the way. I'm going to do a full running session video in the next few weeks or so featuring this engine. So the running session in this one's going to be kind of short because I don't want to reuse the same footage twice. I feel like that'd be kind of boring. But anyway, enjoy the running session. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.